Hi Leo, welcome to your August 2022 Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant signs. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Leo, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. With that said, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibration or good. So there's only one thing to say. Happy damn birthday to you. I truly hope you have a wonderful solar return. Remember, this is it. This is your season. We are in the season of celebrities, kings and queens, darling. This is Leo season, so we can be as extra and as theatrical as we like and nobody can say shh about it. So with that said, happy birthday to you. I truly hope you have a wonderful solar return. Remember to fill the day of your birthday or your ascendant degree return or whatever with as many of the little token things of all the things that you want to welcome into your life over the course of the next 12 months. So if you want to learn a new language on the day of your solar return, your lunar return or your whatever, then you would learn the first 3 words of that language. If you want to learn to play guitar, learn the first 3 chords. Hopefully that gives you an idea. All right, so let's get into it. What does August have in store for the Leonine felines? All right, so for your actions and interactions with the world at large, you've got the Knight of Wands. Beautiful. So this really tells me that you are gearing up to take something out into the world and also to start building or collecting or collaborating with the people that you consider your tribe. This card in this deck specifically, I don't know if you can see there, but the figure is on the way to, you can see there's the word village on the thing, and what that always spoke to me of about this card, yes, it's the Knight of Wands, so yes, this could be a time of travel and excitement and passion and vibrancy, but this is really about heading towards finding your people, finding the people that really resonate at the same energy, the same frequency, the same extraness as your beautiful, big, magnanimous self. And that includes those of you that I call the silent dignity types. There's a duality to the sign of Leo, there really is. But the other thing as well, I feel like this is you taking something out into the world and it's like you're saying, yes, these are the people that I'm going to need to build this. This is what I want on my, this is who I want on my team. This is how I want to connect to people. This is how, who I want to connect with, who I want to collaborate with. This is you really putting pen to paper. And, Cancer season was really rough for the Leos this year. It's it's always a bit of an intense time because it happens to be your 12th house, but I think this year's Cancer season probably takes takes the cake. For your communications and conversations, you have the 7 of Wands. Okay, so look, right, in order to make an omelette you got to break a few eggs, and I kind of feel that this month all of the things that you have held back on saying, all of the moments and the places that you have maybe censored yourself, all of the moments and places that maybe you haven't quite done what you wanted to do or said what you wanted to for fear of repercussion or whatever. This 7 of Wands basically says this month you're acting with no fear. All right, like whatever it is that's, the cowardly lion no more, right? This, whatever it is that's held you back, whatever it is that's held you down, this month you're facing it head on and you're dealing with it. Like you are ready to go. And I pity the soul that tries to start any trouble or stand in your way, because that 7 of Wands as a communications card, you are ready to do battle. This is you ready to speak up, and whatever it is that you are speaking about, whatever it is that you are sharing with the world, you are really passionate about it. Now, that being said, just because you're coming all guns blazing doesn't necessarily mean that the other side isn't either. I said this to you previously when I looked at, I think it was the July videos, and I said, right, you're going to have some kickback. There are going to be haters, and I got to be honest, it's the 7 of Wands in your communications. There are also going to be haters this month, and you know what? Pay them bitches no mind. That's all I'm gonna say, because I ain't even here ready to go out on a full out rant, but pay them bitches no mind. That's all I'm gonna say. And I'm not addressing any specific lady when I say that word. I don't see women as bitches. I'm just talking about the metaphorical bitches, okay? So pay them no mind. You do you, no matter what anybody else has to say about it. For your love and relations, all right, I see you, Leo. You got this sun card here, baby. So the sun card is your card. If you are single, that sassiness, right? That brassiness, that ballsy attitude this month is super sexy. That sun card has you obviously resplendent in your own energy, right up to and including, because obviously this will be the third week of the month when I pull the weeks ahead. So that's absolutely gorgeous. What I also like about this for you, when it comes to relationships and partnerships, it's like your partner is giving you the space to be who you are. Your partner is allowing you to shine. And in some way, maybe they're even putting you on. And, you know, this might be that they're celebrating you, or, you know, they're sharing something about you with or to the world, which I think is really nice. Now, that being said, if you are single, this could definitely be a month where love comes into the picture. And the beauty of this is, look, right, they see you as you're passionate. They see you as somebody not to trifle with when you're ready. But more importantly, it's all of those things and everything underneath that they really like about you. If you are meeting somebody, it's likely to be somebody that's very different to you. For your money and materials, you've got the 5 of Cups. Okay, so look, it can't be sunny all the time. We need a little rain, right? The 5 of Cups could work in 2 ways though, because it falls next to the Sun card. So if you've been with me long enough, you'll have heard me say the Sun card enhances our blessings and it diminishes our challenges. So what this suggests to me is this could be the clearing of a debt. It could be a financial dip that isn't as bad as you expected. It could be, you know, anything from, you know what, I had, you know, maybe I bought a TV and it broke, but then, you know, they replaced it and they actually gave me an upgrade. There's something about this, like whatever financial dip or hit you're experiencing over the course of August, it's going to flip. It's going to turn into your favor in some way, shape or form. However, you do have the initial loss to consider, all right, because it is the 5 of Cups. But with that Sun card in tow, maybe as well, for those of you that are partnered, maybe your partner steps in and says, oh, you know, don't worry about that, babe. I got that. Bam, and they sort it for you. If you're single, it could be that you're meeting somebody and maybe your money isn't where you want it to be at this moment in time, and you meet them and they're like, shit, honey, I got enough money for both of us, don't worry. Do you know what I mean? Like, Leos have a lot of pride, so some of you might struggle with that, but I'm just going to say, don't cut off your nose to spite your face. Don't let that thing that usually ticks over very nicely for you be the thing that ruins something that could potentially be very great. Another thing that I might add to this as well, if I were to pull the 5 of Cups into this, if you are meeting somebody, be gentle with them, because they may have just suffered a loss of some kind. You know, maybe they've had a parent pass, maybe, do you know what I mean? Like there's something going on here where they have experienced a loss and it's something that maybe has hit home deeply. So you've got the High Priestess here, so meeting your spiritual tribe. Whatever you are working on behind the scenes, Leo, like it's going to be big. Like I see you really working very hard here. And the High Priestess coupled with the Knight of Wands in this card. And I love that it's a woman as well. I just love that. What it really speaks to me of is this is about building that spirit team. So the people that you're working with, connecting with, collaborating with, they're not just, you know, people. They're like soul group, soul family. So I love this. For the second week of the month, you got the Justice card with the 7 of Wands. This is potentially a dispute over a contract of some kind. It could be some kind of issue, you know, that maybe takes a legal slant. Now, it doesn't have to be, but it is a potential. That's the heavier side of things. But what do we see? We've got the Sun card here, so it's going to swing in your favor eventually. One way that this could happen as well, maybe there's something that you want or need that you've actually had to fight for, and so this suggests that you come up trumps. So it's like you've fought for it and now you get it, right? You're ready to go in for it. I love the fact that she's reaching for a wand here, And then you've got the Justice card, which represents signing a contract. So, you know, I love this for potentially signing a, or, you know, working on or towards a, what's the word that I'm looking for? A fated contract in some way. Now, you've got the Emperor coupled with the Sun card here, very powerful. And what this really speaks to me of in a lot of ways is, for those of you that are single, if you're meeting someone this month, especially here in the 3rd week of the month, just before we leave Leo season, the chances are that person may, because the Emperor card can represent marriage, this may very well be somebody that is going to be in your life in a significant manner in some way for a very long time to come. For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, your partner has got it together. Like you're going to see them shine, and I think you're going to love it. Okay, and then you've got the 5 of Cups with the Death card. So look, I'm going to give you the challenge first. The 5 of Cups, the Death card coupled with certain cards, there are very few of them, and there are very few instances where the Death card means true death. And unfortunately, that is one of those pairings. The thing that comes up to mind here, though, is because of what came up with the significant other or the potential significant other, I feel like for a lot of you, this may be somebody that's already passed, and it's like you're dealing with it now, or you're feeling the what's the word? You're feeling like the repercussion, not the repercussions, like, you know, when somebody passes and you have to look after the estate and, you know, who gets what and what, you know, all of that kind of stuff. I wonder if this is potentially that. This could also be for some of you, maybe you have paid for something that you know, that you can't use as yet. And so maybe this is where this is coming from. You know, you're having to hold someone to a contract to say, well, listen, you know, you should have upheld your end of the bargain, or you know, all of that stuff. So keep that in mind. And then, you know, on the heavier end of the scale, this could be one that approaches, but because it's next to the Sun card and the Emperor, I would wager that this is somebody that is what I affectionately call in the winter of their lives. So, you know, while it would be, you know, challenging and painful and upsetting, it's not in the realm of unexpected, if that makes sense. For your new moon message, so you've got the new moon on the 27th of August in the sign of Virgo. You've got the gate 33 and looking back. Interestingly enough, the oh gosh, come on brain, the dragonfly symbolizes transformation, rebirth, and it also symbolizes immortality. This Virgo new moon, I think, is going to see you really taking stock of your entire financial history. And I think this is going to see you maybe cutting some ties with what happens for you from here on in. I think this is going to be, that new moon is going to be a really powerful moment of getting clear on how to proceed. For your full moon message, you've got the gate 9 and small details, and this is for the full moon in Aquarius, which is happening right across the sky from you, which is all to do with relationships and partnerships. But this small details card for me represents definition and specificity. This is the full moon, I think, is going to really get you to home in on the details of things, especially where you're having to interact with other people. And as well, when it comes to the love life, like I know for a lot of you at this point, sun, moon and ascendant, a lot of single Leos are like, do you know what? I just stopped looking because that shit's drier than the Sahara. I actually think this could be the month where that all changes. And it's weird because I'm not seeing like loads of options or lots of potential. I'm just seeing like one clear path. So it'll be interesting to see how it shows up. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon.